You're on that Warframe. God damn. You're on that Warframe. Man, as much as I love the Norse saga of God of War 3 and 2, man, and even the first one, amazing games. Ooh, that's no bueno. The only gambling ad I watch is the one where it's these guys, they catch these pedophiles. They pretend to be little boys or little girls, and then they lure these pedophiles to an apartment, and then they set up a boxing ring, and then they just beat the fuck out of the pedophile. And the thing is, in certain states, as long as there's a boxing ring and both parties are wearing gloves and consenting, you can have a match. So the pedophile is like, they're like, okay, well, listen, buddy, we're gonna whoop your ass, or we call the police. It's your choice. And the pedophile will usually choose to get their ass whooped. Oh, I fucked up. And then they film it and it's on their Patreon. Bro, I'm being retarded. I've been playing with an Xbox controller for so long that I'm struggling to do the. You play God of War 3, right? Yeah, you know the sequence when you have to like play this giant instrument? Yeah. What? What? I keep pressing square instead of X, bro. I'm retarded. Too much Xbox. These guys are so annoying. No! Bro, this game brings back memories. Like, I just, I don't know if you remember this, but there's an elevator that when you pick it up, when you, oh, okay. So, you know, right after sorry, right after the puzzle, the music puzzle. So right after the music puzzle, there's an elevator you can take down, and when you trigger that elevator again, you can get off and then go underneath it. And then there's four red orb chests there. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, so like I, I remember discovering it for the first time, you know, and I remember like I was still like pretty young, and I made the elevator go up, and I jumped off, and I wanted to jump back on, and I missed, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm dead. You know, just for me to land. And I was like, oh my god, a bunch of chests. Oh my god. Yeah. Not everything was just on the map. No worries. Classic. Yeah. Yeah, classic cat behavior. It's like my dog Walter. Whenever I'm holding food in my hand, he will look at me as if I hadn't fed him in months. You know, and I'm just like, I just fed you, bro. I just fed you. Yeah. You in the kitchen. Whenever I want something to get in the fridge, you gotta go to the fridge. Ooh, I'm about to get the Nemean Lion Hercules weapon.
Bravo!
Arguably the best weapon, just like aesthetically, not gameplay wise. Just like
Applause for another bastard
so dope.
child of Zeus. Just in time for the final act. You look terrible, dear. Still wanting to kill my husband, I suppose?
Yeah.
You know I seek revenge on Zeus.
But I remember fighting Hercules for the first time as a kid, and I was like, "Oh my
Since
god!"
you killed my son Ares. Fear of
You see, like, you know what my dream game is?
His fears will not matter.
The Incestus, yeah. But you know what my dream game is, Chico? Picture this: God of War meets Monster Hunter.
That wretched little thing my son Hephaestus
You and like 3 other people, right? All playing as like characters that have high mobility, high damage, fighting against like some big ass creature. And like for example, take God of War 3, right? One person has the Blades of Chaos, another person has the the fists, the other person has the chaos, the chain of Hades, and another person has the electrical whips and shit.
You were always Zeus's favorite.
You know, like I think that could have. Well, they tried. They tried with God of War Ascension. Just the execution wasn't great.
Think about it, brother. While I was stuck cleaning the Augean stables, he chose you to destroy Ares. Not convinced. How about this? While you were being crowned the god of war, I was sent to find an apple. They called them labors. Ha! Perhaps he did allow me to kill the Nemean lion, but he made your name known amongst the people. A fierce warrior, a killer-made hero, a man made a god. But this time, brother,
Pardon me?
this time I will destroy you. Call it my 13th and final labor. Soon I will become the god of war and claim the throne for myself.
You aspire to the oblivion, yet their reign is in.
Yeah.
We'll see
Yeah. The
about that.
the problem with making a game like that is when you're giving characters that are fast moving and mobile and shit like Kratos or Dante and stuff like that, getting the monsters to feel balanced becomes like near impossible. Exactly. Yeah. Well, again, they tried with God of War Ascension, and I think they had a good idea. You know, it's just that the execution wasn't great. They tried to do like a PvP and a PvE, and I think they should have just focused on straight PvP or straight PvE. Personally, I think PvE would have been the way to go. God of War Ascension. Pardon me? It did have a PvP game mode, and the game mode also had a PvE, like the multiplayer. And I think instead of doing both, they should have focused on one or the other. Because essentially, they didn't do either one really good. It's like both modes were mediocre. Well, one thing about Ascension, I'm always down for more lore about Kratos and stuff, but I didn't appreciate them changing the controls. And also, it feels like the emptiest God of War because, like, you only have the Blades of Chaos, you don't have any other weapons. You can pick up enemy weapons, which is cool, but it's like the game, the story feels like it's there to lead you to the multiplayer, you know? Which ones? I think it all depends on how well the trilogy remake goes. Depending on the trilogy, like the remake, like how well it sells. If it sells well, there's a chance they will. If it doesn't, then 100% they won't, you know. You know, that's what I was asking myself the same question, and I really don't know. One big game feels like too big a task, you know, but like, I don't know, man. If they keep it original, I could see them making one big game. Because the first game you can beat in about 6 hours. The second game you can beat in about like 10 to 12 hours, I think. And the sixth game, I've seen people beat it in like under 6 hours as well. But if they want to make it Ragnarok style, I mean 2018 style, now that's a different story, you know?
Do you see how he trembles? The god of war's throne will be.
Me too. Bro, I'm beating the. Oh my god. Damn, Hercules dead.
Hunters used to have way more of an open aspect.
Yeah. Yeah, now it's just fucking slop, bro.
Yeah, now it looks like shit. I think the only thing that's even God, unfortunate, rock consoles are starting to fall into this.
Of course, everything will.
Yeah, I was watching a video how like rock consoles back in like the 70s,
Yeah.
they were very much what they are.
Mm.
Like they were way more showy.
Do you need to pee, Walter?
Kratos, you now possess the Nemean Cestus.
The
Use
Nemean
their strength to make
Cestus.
the very earth tremble.
Just imagine the Nemean Cestus, but in the 2018. Okay, I think my dog needs to pee. And Becky. You're gay, man. What the fuck? I know. I'm just being dramatic. You know, looking at the Nemean Cestus, clearly they took the blueprint for Kratos' fists from these fist weapons. Oh, well, oh yeah, 100%. They're way heavier. But I'm saying th- they are the blueprint. They're the blueprint for his attacks in Spartan Rage as well. From Spartan Rage in 2018. The animations are very similar.
I actually recently went back and played 2018.
I prefer the story of 2018. I prefer the combat of Ragnarok, but there is something about 2018's combat that I prefer. I just can't remember what. No, I felt like it was pretty fluid in Ragnarok. Well, there's two weapons, and there's fists. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I preferred the controls of 2018. Like I can just press uh, the up the down pad key, and it'll instantly turn Kratos.
You.
I don't have to press shield and then down
No,
to turn around.
I do not need your help.
Also, there's something. Oh, the fact that the bosses in Ragnarok, they just get this random shield in the middle of combat, pisses me the fuck off. I hate that so much. Exactly. It's like, yo, bro, I'm whooping ass. Let me whoop ass. Yeah. Or like, you'll be in the middle of a combo. They'll get their shield in the middle of of your combo, change positions, and because you're stuck in an animation, you can't do anything. And then they come in and they get a hit. Exactly. Hmm. What's up? What were they again? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to. I remember the Helheim ones. I just can't remember the Niflheim ones. Yeah. Uh,
Definitely though, actually, you're right. Helheim was worse.
Lord Kratos.
well, Helheim, the fireplace, I find it was better this time around than in
Show
2018.
mercy.
In the one in 2018 was, yes, exactly. You had to be like super spammy and stuff because a lot of them were time based.
That or it was
Mm-hmm.
weird, or you had to do the trick,
Or yeah,
right?
be in this circle. Mm.
Yup, or else nothing dies, or like all this.
That's why I think it was better in Ragnarok. It was more arena fights, you know, and like it was more like arena fights with use specific weapons or enemies do increased damage or they have regen and like you have to stun them or whatever. Bro, this bitch is so annoying. I'm so happy that in God of War, the one escort mission you have, the person you're escorting is literally hauling ass. They don't have you waiting, you know? The one escort mission they had you doing, the person you're escorting is hauling ass. They're like running really fast, you know? Yeah. When you're like in Poseidon's temple. Yeah. I don't think so. No. Yeah. I, I don't think she's important. I just think she's a servant of the gods. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hell, the whole killing the gods thing is technically a bad thing too.
Yeah, like they make it very clear. Kratos is not a hero.
No, he's not. It's a bad thing. How do you fight?
Yep.
Lord Kratos! Do not leave me!
Bro, oh my god, she just gets crushed.
Yeah, you can feel like a meaty sound.
Yeah. Ah, crack.
Pandora,
Shouldn't have skipped leg day.
Kratos! I knew you'd come back.
tell me where you are.
I hear something. He's close.
Just tell me how to
Well,
find
I mean, he was taunting him.
Help!
Yeah.
Help, Kratos!
No, Helios as well.
you. Pandora, what's happened? Where are you?
Yeah. All of them talk shit right before they die.
You trifle with matters you cannot
Yes.
possibly understand. Stay away from this thing.
Zeus. Zeus!
Basically. Yeah. Because it's essentially, well, Athena is part of a higher plane now of existence. And it's also implied, it's speculation, essentially, that, you know, Athena, how she's all like green and stuff? It's the same shade of green that the crack in the tear in the realm is in Ragnarok. So Athena is now part of this higher realm that Odin was trying to reach. Yes. I guess not. Yeah. Well, they didn't kill that many gods when you think about it. Yeah. But Modi and Magni, or Magni and Modi, or whatever they're called, uh, were minor deities in comparison, you know. Yeah. Well, when they kill Heimdall, Fimbulwinter began, which is a pretty big deal. No, it begins when Heimdall dies. When he dies, it'll be the beginning of Ragnarok. Yes. Fimbulwinter begins at the end of the first game of 2018. No, that's what happens in Ragnarok. In Ragnarok.
Be gone.
Oh, I was thinking about Baldur.
It's been far too long. Even though you are no longer the god of war, you can still share my bed.
Yes, but it's prophesied to happen upon his death.
Time for games after that.
Exactly.
Do you know how long it's been since a real man has come into my chambers? Those bridges outside are nearly destroyed. Zeus refuses to have that stupid mortal Daedalus stop working on his precious
Yeah, it's
lab
different.
to fix them. Ah, is that what has you all worked up? You are trying to figure out that bridge contraption out there. You men and your toys. The only one who could fix those bridges is my husband, and we both know he's worthless. Now, I ask you again, Kratos. Will you stay? Such power! If it's this good watching, just imagine. Is he going to... By the gods! I grow jealous of our mistress.
Mm-hmm.
The gods have truly blessed you, Kratos. You men in your need for war and vengeance. Talk to my husband if you must. You can get to him through there.
Yeah. Oh, I remember like where all of the secret items are. But I did forget to pick up Hermes' item.
Aphrodite, I knew you would return to me.
Could you imagine being Hephaestus? Where you think your wife is gonna come and it's just fucking Kratos?
Has Aphrodite conquered another god of war?
That is a question you should ask your wife.
Mm.
Seek the labyrinth.
I
Spartan.
thought you
Yeah.
sought only the flame. What could you possibly want in... No! Stay away from her!
Yeah.
Stay away from Pandora, Kratos! You're the
Hey.
reason she is in the labyrinth! The reason I live here in hell!
I have done you no wrong, Hephaestus.
Oh, but you have, Spartan. You opened the box.
I did what had to be done.
Clearly, you don't understand.
Yeah.
The evils of the Great War cannot easily be contained. I forged the box in a power greater than the gods themselves. The flame
Yeah.
of Olympus. As the raw metal took shape, I realized the flame was the safest place to protect it. The lock was set. All that was needed was a key, a way to retrieve the box. Created from the very heart of the flame, the key took on a life of its own. Pandora. A child, neither living nor dead. I grew to love her, Spartan, and she grew to love me as her father. When Zeus came to take the box, I hid Pandora away. I told him that storing the box on the back of Kronos would be the safest place. After all, who could best the Titan? I lied. I did it to save my child. Surely you can understand that. It was your triumph using the box that revealed my deceit. Zeus tortured me until I confessed the truth of my beloved Pandora. He took her away, leaving me alone in my torment. Don't you understand? If you take her to
Ascension was a
flame,
PS3 game.
Understand this, Smith God.
Yeah.
I will stop
It was a
at
PS3
nothing
game,
to
yeah.
destroy Zeus.
but if you... You're right, Spartan. If it means the death of Zeus, I'd
Bro,
be happy to
the
help you.
entire beginning of Ascension was pure cinema.
Yes, of course. We'll need the Omphalos stone.
It is
With it, I'll
one of
make you
the
a weapon.
coolest fucking openings I've ever seen in any video
but
game
not
ever,
like this.
period.
This weapon will give you the retribution you so rightly deserve. The stone rests in the pit of Tartarus. Bring it to me and I will help you.
Yeah, but they're not gonna make the second one, unfortunately. Yo, bro, Sony closed Bluepoint. You know, Bluepoint are the ones that pitched a live service God of War. They're the ones that pitched it to Sony, and then they missed a bunch of deadlines. Yeah. Yeah. But it seems like the devs the reason why they pitched a live service game is because they felt like they didn't really have a choice but to pitch a live service game. Kind of situation, you know. Mhm. Well, I don't think live service games are ever gonna die. They've been around for so long. Yeah, they may not be as popular. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Helldivers did it correctly. Mm-hmm. Oh, goddamn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't played since, well, yeah, it was fun, but I don't know, it was missing something. Yeah. Well, the end game just isn't as fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I only have one level 50 character. Rafa. I understand. Yeah, I get you. For what? It's been a year already? Damn. Yeah, it is taking a little while. Mm, Suicide Squad, but we never played it. Oh yeah. Alright, man. I'm gonna have to go to bed.